I want to add to that last video something that isn't, that's just general. Basically, as you can see, my view of what morality and ethics are is a bit different, but it's subtle, so I'll be explicit. Okay. To me, morality is not trying to figure out right from wrong. It's trying to figure out what you ought to do. And that's a very different thing, because if you ask, well, is it right or wrong, and then I'll decide whether or not to do it, you place a criteria that happens to be impossible. We can't figure out exactly what's right and wrong. There's matters of judgment and relative needs, and there's subjective parts. But we can talk about what ought you do, and we can base that on various things. And as I've said, it would be a common frame of reference. Now, for the objectivist, their morality is an odd thing. They're taking this question of what ought we do, and they're insisting that before they answer it, they have to be absolutely sure. So they have to be absolutely sure that what they do is totally, absolutely right before they do it. I mean, do you believe that? Do you believe that these people are actually waiting until they're absolutely sure that some action is correct before they take that action? I don't. I don't at all. This is also why a subjective morality does work, because we can have a subjective relativist system that gives us advice on what we ought to do and what other people ought to do that share the same frame of reference, the same subjective frame of reference, like being human. We can answer that, but we can never answer what is right. So